Project 1. This video shares some instructions to help you get started with the first project of the course, which is called Project 1, the Reader Profile. Now let me show you a little bit about how to get to this project, how to complete it, and then give you some directions for how to share it on the discussion board on Blackboard so you can get credit for having completed it. So I'm starting from the home page for Publishing Inside Out Spring 2019. You can see the nice little image that we have here, the little splash page with the magic book to signify that you're in the course. And where we want to go is the discussion forums. All of your projects and all of your discussion posts will be posted in the same place. We use the discussion forum as kind of the central point of access for delivering and completing projects, whether they are projects or forums. So Project 1 is right here. You can see Project 1 Reader Profile, 25 points, due Monday, January 28th. There's some instructions that say make a copy of the template file and save it to your course folder in Google Drive. Rename the file, share your completed project. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This right here, it says Project 1 template. That's actually a link to the template file. So let's click on that and see what happens. I click on that and it opens this file. Let me blow it up a little bit. This file is a Google Docs file. Remember, Google Docs and Google Drive is not the same thing. This is actually a template created in a Google Docs that you can use to complete the assignment. So it says here at the top, the purpose is to know your readers. The purpose of the Reader Profile project is to think about your own habits and experiences as a reader and a consumer of information and media. So here's the directions, again, which I'm demonstrating right now. Basically, this is a questionnaire. It has a list of 12 questions. You're going to actually insert the cursor and answer the questions in your own way. But how do you get, first of all, when you access this file, you can't edit it. You can only view it. So what you want to do, for the first step, once you find this file, Project 1, the Reader Profile in Google Docs, is go up here to the menu at the upper left that says File and hit Make a Copy. Now, as usual, when you ask Google to do something for you, it says, well, what do you want me to call it? The default is Copy of Project 1 Reader Profile. That's not what we want to call it. What you want to call it is your last name and then Project 1. Now it also says what folder do I want to put it in. That's not the right folder. So I'm going to click that. I want to put it in the shared folder that I just created in the previous video, which was my last name. So again, if you may not have as many as I do, but here's the folder right here. Greer, Red 5324, 2014. So I highlight that. So it's asking me, what do you want to call this and where do you want to put it? So again, I went to File, Make a Copy. I named it Greer Project 1. I found the folder for my course shared folder, and then I hit Select. So it's asking me the name, Greer Project 1, the folder, Greer Red 5324, 2019. So I'm calling it the right thing. I'm putting it in the right place. These, I guess you can leave these. Let's click that one, click them both. There are no comments and suggestions on the file at this point, but if there were, it would copy them over, and we hit the blue button. Now you notice in the upper left-hand corner, here's the template, Project 1 Reader Profile. Here's your copy, Greer Project 1. Now this file is now editable. So you can go in here, and so question 1 asks you about what kind of books you read. You might say, I read a lot of books, and so forth. So you're just going to fill in and complete answers to all 12 of these questions. You can delete this stuff at the top. I don't really need to see the directions over and over again. So just delete that and start with question number 1. So it looks like that. And then when you've completed all of these, now there's no save button in Google Drive because it's saving automatically. You can see this little note right here. All changes saved in Drive. As long as you're connected to Wi-Fi or the internet in some way, shape, or form, it's syncing and saving your file as you go along. So you don't need to hit the save button because it does it automatically. So once you're done, you have this file. So now let's review what to do with this file and how to share it in Google Drive. In Blackboard. So if we go here I'm in my Google Drive. If I go to that folder, there it is. Now here's the magic of Google. We go here, and right there is a little button that says Get Shareable Link. We can also just right-click on the file, Get Shareable Link, the little chain link icon. Link sharing on. Anyone at UA Little Rock with the link can view. We click on sharing settings, change this to can edit, copy the link, done. Now that link is copied to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to the discussion board. Here's the fun part. I'm going to create a thread that says Greer Project 1. Here is my reader profile project. I learned a lot. And you're going to write a couple of sentences just to kind of reflect on what you did and what you learned and say, wow, I didn't realize, I really wish I read more books, or I read a lot of books, or whatever. Give us a little preview. And then one thing you could do, you remember I've saved that file name, that link path is still on my clipboard. So I could just hit Control V and there's that link. But I don't want you to do that because that's a little messy and that breaks. So what we're going to use is what's called an embedded link. And to do that, you highlight a particular set of words. I'm just going to highlight Reader Profile Project. And notice there's these two icons right here. They're little chain links. One is a completed link and one is a broken link. As you highlight a piece of text, that becomes active. So I'm going to click the little chain link that says Insert Edit Link. Now it brings up this window, link path. Now I'm going to paste it in here. And then target, this is also important. You want to change it to open in a new window. You'll understand why later. Basically, so it doesn't just take us to your file and then we lose our place in Blackboard. So again, pasted in the link path is that link that you got from Google Drive when you went to share it. Open in new folder or new window. And then over here to the right, you click Insert. Now it's created that hot link. So I'm going to delete this. This is just a mess. Don't need to do that. And then I'm going to scroll down and hit Submit. There it says Greer Project 1. So now when we go in here, there it is, Michael Greer, Greer Project 1. Here's my reader profile. Notice they're highlighted, underlined, and blue. When I click that, voila, there it is. So that's the way, the methodology that we're going to be using for sharing most of our projects. Most of them will be Google Docs templates. So you need to go find the template, make a copy, rename it with your name and the number, like Greer Project 1, save it in your Google Drive, and then when you're ready to share it with me in the class, you get the shareable link, make sure I can edit it, copy it to the clipboard, post it over here, and then use the embedded link. That seems a little tricky. It's actually not. You'll get the hang of it really quickly. These embedded links are really quite lovely. As you can see here, it's neater than just pasting in a big long string of letters. So if you do that, I'm going to write back to you and say, can you please do this as an embedded link and not just pasting it in there? Okay, so that's the project 1 instructions. Send me an email if you have any questions. I think it should be pretty straightforward. Hopefully this video helps you understand how to do that. I look forward to reading your reader profiles. Thanks for listening.